Today is October 21st. It's 4:55 p.m. Here's a shot of the moon in the east southeast. The sun is in the west southwest. It's got a little more than an hour before the sun sets. Took a shot of the moon yesterday as well as today. Been following the moon quite closely. Depending on whether there's clouds, you can see the moon. But here you can clearly see the moon during the daytime. The moon and the sun are both on the southern side of the earth. And you can see both the moon and the sun are both shining their light. Now we're told that either the sun is causing a shadow on the moon or the earth is causing a shadow on the moon. Question is, how can that be? If the sun is millions of miles away, I think it's 93 million miles away is what they want to say. That's what some scientists want to say. This scientist doesn't want to say that. I believe the moon is its own light, and if you will follow the moon in all of its phases, the moon's been coming up just like this, and even when it was in its new moon state, and there was a tiny sliver. The sun was on the same side in the southern hemisphere, and the moon was coming up in the east, and it had its tiny sliver. And I was following it yesterday, and there was less of the moon showing than there is today. And yet, I've got more light from the moon today than I did yesterday, and it doesn't make any sense. Why should we be able to see the moon during the daytime? And why is the shadow on the moon varying? Apparently it's not caused from the sun, and apparently it's not caused from the earth. So anyway, this is just proof. I'll turn over and show that the sun is actually behind the trees. There's actually quite a big tree over that way. So the sun's back behind all that foliage there. There it is, peeking through. So the sun's got about an hour and a half to go before it sets. Probably not quite an hour and a half. Probably more like an hour. I think it sets at 6:01, and it's probably right getting close to 5 o'clock p.m. Again, I'm in Salem, Alabama, just outside of, just west of Columbus, Georgia, about 90 miles south of Atlanta. So there it is, the moon. And you can see the moon in all of its phases. Its new moon phase, and then if it's not too cloudy, unfortunately it'll be cloudy next week, but if we have a nice clean shot next week, maybe I'll be able to get a full moon shot with the sun over here to my south side or southwest side. So here's the moon. It's just come up east southeast, sun and west southwest.